Ninth grade, English for Starters book. This record covers the second lesson from the 6th unit of Module 3. It's presented by Light Initiative and voiced by Zeynep Shaahin. The title of the lesson is All About Water, Water for Life. You turn on the tap and water comes out. It's easy, isn't it? But imagine walking miles in the hot sun to get water, and imagine if that water was dangerous and full of bacteria. Water isn't only necessary for drinking, but also for cooking, washing, growing food, making things, and caring for animals. 1,800% of the world's population don't have safe drinking water, and 4,200% are without clean water for washing. But 2005 to 2015 is the United Nations Water for Life decade, and it aims to help more people get access to clean and safe water. There's a lot of water in the world, but unfortunately, 97.5% is seawater, which isn't drinkable. Most fresh water is in the form of ice, so we have to look after the remaining 100% of water carefully. People in richer countries who use over 250 liters per person a day will have to use less. Even 20 to 40 liters a day per person, which is just enough for basic human needs, can be difficult to find in many places. In developing countries, women and girls, who are usually responsible for water, waste time and energy carrying water instead of working to improve their lives. On average, they walk a distance of 6 kilometers each day, which takes 3 hours. And they carry 20 liters of water home. If water is nearer their homes, girls will have time to go to school. Women also suffer because they need clean water when they are pregnant or looking after young babies. Diseases carried in water kill up to 10 million children a year, putting mothers and their unborn children at risk. Comprehension section. Question number 1. Match these numbers to the things you think they refer to. Number 1. 18. The answer is number D. The percentage of the world's population without safe water. Number 2. 10 million. The answer is number C. The number of children who die every year from unsafe water. Number 3. 97.5. The answer is number A. The percentage of seawater in the world. Number 4. 250. The answer is number B. The number of liters of water used daily per person in rich countries. Number 5. 20 to 40. The answer is number E. The number of liters of water a day per person. Question number 3. Read the article again and answer these questions. Number 1. What does the article say we use water for? The answer is drinking, cooking, personal hygiene, washing and sanitation, care for babies and the sick, growing crops, making things and caring for domestic animals. Number 2. What is the UN doing from 2005 to 2015? The answer is they are aiming to help more people get access to clean, safe water and basic sanitation. Number 3. Why do we have to look after the world's supply of fresh water? The answer is because most fresh water is in the ice caps, so we have to look after the remaining 100% of water carefully. Number 4. Why is it important to have water near the places people live? The answer is so that girls can have time to go to school. Number 5. Why is clean water important for women? The answer is because they need clean water when they are pregnant or looking after young babies. Number 6. In your opinion, how can a person help save water? The answers are: don't leave the tap running. Don't use more water than is necessary while taking a shower, washing the car, irrigating the garden, etc. Question number 4. Copy the clauses from the article and add who or which. Number 1. Space isn't drinkable. The answer is which. Number 2. Space use over 205 liters per person a day. The answer is who. Number 3. Space is just enough for basic human needs. The answer is which. Number 4. Space are usually responsible for water. The answer is who. Number 5. Space takes 3 hours. The answer is which. Question number 5. Join these sentences with who or which. Number 1. Mr. Hamdan is our doctor. He has got a lot of experience. The answer is Mr. Hamdan, who has got a lot of experience, is our doctor. Number 2. The museum is in the city center. It's very interesting. The answer is the museum, which is very interesting, is in the city center. Number 3. My brother has sent me some very interesting emails. He's working in France. The answer is my brother, who is working in France, has sent me some very interesting emails. Number 4. Damascus is the capital of Syria. Damascus has lovely traditional houses. The answer is Damascus, which has lovely traditional houses, is the capital of Syria. Number 5. Our new school has got a computer room. The school was opened last year. The answer is our new school, which was opened last year, has got a computer room. Number 6. Sammy's uncle and aunt are going to visit us next week. They live in the UAE. The answer is Sammy's uncle and aunt, who live in the UAE, are going to visit us next week. Page number 51. Exercise number 3. Complete this advice. Number 1. Doing physical space is essential for your health. It keeps you space and it's good for your space. The answers are activity, fit, mind. Number 2. You space eat lots of fruit and vegetables and avoids sugary drinks. This will give you more space and it will help you to fight space. The answers are should, energy, illness. Number 3. Getting enough space is important. 2. You need to give your space and space time to rest. If you don't rest, you will feel space and you might get ill. The answers are sleep, body, brain, tired. Number 4. Your space have an impact on your health. People who are space and generally satisfied with life tend to live space. The answers are feelings, happy, longer. Number 5. Being with your space and space is good for your health. It's very important to space and share your problems. The answers are friends, family, talk. Page 52. Project. A charity in my country. The power of humanity. هاي الصفحة عبارة عن مشروع بيحكي عن الهلال الأحمر والصليب الأحمر، أهدافهم، شو بيعملوا وبعض الحقائق عنهم. هاي المعلومات تندرج تحت إطار المعلومات العامة. The Red Cross and the Red Crescent aims to protect human life and health, to encourage respect for human beings, to prevent and reduce human problems, to treat people the same, whatever their nationality, race, religion, or politics. What they do: respond quickly to disasters, help countries to prepare for disasters, promote respect for human beings, promote health and community care. Fact file. The first such society was started by a Swiss businessman, Henry Dunant, in the 19th century, and it was aimed the Red Cross. Henry Dunant received the first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901. The headquarters are in Geneva, Switzerland. There are over 90 million volunteers worldwide. They often risk their lives to help people. There are 183 national societies. The Red Crescent is the symbol used in Muslim countries. The symbol is red on white, so it can be seen easily in wars and disasters. They help 275 million people every year and train millions of people in first aid. A World Day in May 2006 celebrated the volunteers' work. There was an International Youth Day on 12 August 2006. Now you try. Think of a charity you know or look for charities on the internet. Do your research in books, brochures, or on the internet. Download and print some pictures. Make notes under these headings: aims, what they do, fact file. Write your project. You may not need to write paragraphs. And now let's move to the activity book. Page number 34. Reading. Amazing body facts. Did you know your heart beats more than 100,000 times a day, or around 3 billion times during an average lifetime? For humans, the normal pulse is 70 heartbeats per minute. Elephants have a slower pulse of 27, and for a canary, it's 1,000. If all the blood vessels in your body were put end to end, they would reach about 60,000 miles. Your lungs are made up of about 300 million tiny air sacs. If they were laid flat, they would cover an area about the size of tennis court. Around 2/3 of a person's body weight is water. Blood is 92% water, and your brain is 75% water. The human head contains 22 bones. While babies are born with 300 bones, adults only have 206. Many bones join together as people grow up. By the time you are 70, you will have easily drunk over 12,000 gallons of water. You blink your eyes over 10 million times a year. Your forearm, from inside of elbow to inside of wrist, is the same length as your foot. Fingernails grow 4 times faster than toenails. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. Question number 1. Read the text and answer these questions. Number 1. Whose heart beats faster, an animal's or a bird's? The answer is a bird's. A bird apostrophe S. Number 2. Humans consist mostly of water. Why is this statement true? The answer is because around 2/3 of a person's body weight is water. Blood is 92% water and the brain is 75% water. Number 3. Why do adults have fewer bones than babies? The answer is because bones join together as we grow older. Number 4. How can you find out the size of your foot without measuring it? The answer is it is the same length as the length of the forearm, elbow to wrist. Number 5. What's more relaxing for the body, smiling or frowning, and why? The answer is smiling, because it uses fewer muscles. Question number 2. Write the underlined numbers in the text in figures. Number 1. 100,000 100,000. Number 2. 27 27. Number 3. 1,000 1000. Number 4. 60,000 6000. Number 5. 300 million 300 مليون. Number 6. 2/3 2/3. Number 7. 92% 92%. Number 8. 206 206. Number 9. 12,000 12,000. Number 10. 10 million 10 ملايين. Question number 3. Find these words in the text. Number 1. The red liquid that travels around the body. The answer is blood. Number 2. The organs used for breathing. The answer is lungs. Number 3. The joint in the middle of the arm. The answer is elbow. Number 4. The number of heartbeats in a minute. The answer is pulse. Number 5. The many hard pieces of material that make up your skeleton. The answer is bones. Page number 35. Writing section. Write a health diary for a week. Organize the following into the 3 topic areas in the table: exercise, food, general well-being. The information that is classified as exercise: do PE at school, do yoga, go running, go swimming, walk to school, play basketball, stretch, relax muscles, play tennis. The information that is classified under food table: breakfast, dinner, drink coffee, drink water, lunch, snacks. The information that is classified under general well-being table: go to bed early, vitamins. Now write your diary. Use the headings and the topics to help you. Add any other things you do under the correct headings. Page number 36. Reading. How to avoid sports injuries. We all know how important it is to exercise regularly, but many of us don't realize that exercise or sport can be dangerous unless you know the rules. Here are 5 ways to avoid being injured during sport or exercise. Paragraph number A. Different sports need different protective equipment. Many sports insist that participants should wear helmets. Horse riding, baseball, and skateboarding are just a few examples. Your helmet has to be the right type and size for the sport. Some sports require protection for the head, like boxing, and eyes, like swimming, but the correct shoes are essential for all sports and types of exercise. Paragraph number B. An essential part of any exercise is getting your body prepared for action. Starting physical exercise without stretching your muscles first can be dangerous. You need to get your body temperature warmer to reduce the chances of getting injured during sport. Paragraph number C. A lot of unnecessary injuries can be avoided if players know and respect the rules of the game. For example, in hockey, you can't raise your stick above your shoulder. These rules were made to help keep injuries and accidents to a minimum. Paragraph number D. Many of the rules of a game were created to keep others safe. Good communication with others means a safer, more enjoyable sport. In swimming, for example, swimmers move in the same direction to avoid coming into contact with each other. Paragraph number E. Sometimes accidents will happen, and if you have been injured, you need to recover fully before doing the sport again. An injury can become more serious if you continue to exercise and don't take enough rest first. Question number 1. Read the article, match the headings with the paragraphs. Number 1. Remember, there are others around you. The answer is the paragraph number D. Number 2. Rest your injuries. The paragraph is number E. Number 3. Keep to the rules. The paragraph is number C. Number 4. Warm up before you start. The paragraph is number B. Number 5. Wear the right clothing. The paragraph is number A. Question number 2. Find words in the article that mean: number 1. People who take part in something. The answer is participants. Number 2. Very important, you can't do without it. The answer is essential. Number 3. Obey, treat seriously. The answer is respect. Number 4. Lift up. The answer is raise. Number 5. Get better. The answer is recover. Page number 37. Language practice. Question number 1. Rewrite the sentences using the word in brackets and the present perfect. I read that book last week. The word in brackets, already. The answer is I have already read that book. Number 1. I bought these shoes recently. The word between brackets is just. The answer is I have just bought these shoes. Number 2. I didn't ride my new bike, but I will ride it soon. The word between brackets is yet. The answer is I haven't ridden my new bike yet. Number 3. Did you tidy your room as I asked you to? The word between brackets is yet. The answer is have you tidied your room as I asked you to yet? Number 4. Come in. I made tea a few minutes before you came. The word between brackets is just. The answer is come in. I've just made tea. Number 5. I packed my suitcase for the trip. The word between brackets is already. The answer is I have already packed my suitcase for the trip. Exercise number 2. Write sentences. Use the past simple and the past perfect. Before the match, start, team, already, warm up. The answer becomes before the match started, comma, the team had already warmed up. Number 1. Ahmed be excited because he never be to Homs before. The answer is Ahmed was excited because he had never been to Homs before. Number 2. The train already leave by the time we get to the station. The answer is the train had already left by the time we got to the station. Number 3. They never learn English until they come to the school. The answer is they had never learned English until they came to this school. Number 4. I leave a message because she go out. The answer is I left a message because she had gone out. Number 5. I know the answers to the test because I study the night before. The answer is I knew the answers to the test because I had studied the night before. Exercise number 3. Join the sentences. Use the words in brackets. She finished her essay. Then she helped her mother. The word between brackets is as soon as. The answer is as soon as she had finished her essay, comma, she helped her mother. Number 1. Ahmed ate his supper. He had a late lunch. The word between brackets is although. The answer is although he had had a late lunch, Ahmed ate his supper. Number 2. I got to school. I realized I left my book at home. The word between brackets is when. The answer is when I got to school, I realized I had left my book at home. Number 3. I read the book. Then I saw the film. The word between brackets is before. The answer is I had read the book before I saw the film. Number 4. The child hurt his leg. He was crying. The word between brackets is because. The answer is the child was crying because he had hurt his leg. Number 5. We managed to put the fire out. The firemen came. The word between brackets is by the time. The answer is by the time the firemen came, we had managed to put the fire out. Page number 38. Exercise number 4. Complete the text with the past simple or past perfect of the verbs in brackets. A few weeks ago, a woman, space between brackets, buy some bananas. The answer is bought. But later that day, when she, space between brackets, put her hand into the bag to eat one, a spider suddenly, space between brackets, bite her. The answers are put and bit, B-I-T. By the time she, space between brackets, get to hospital, she, space between brackets, become very ill. The answers are got, had, become. Luckily, she, space between brackets, take a photo of the spider on her mobile phone. The answer is had taken. The doctors, space between brackets, sent the photo to an expert. The answer is sent. After he, space between brackets, identify it, they could choose the correct medicine for the woman. The answer is had identified. She, space between brackets, recover. The answer is recovered. Apparently, The spider, space, between brackets, hide, and the bananas as they made their way across the sea. The answer is had hidden. Exercise number 5. Complete the sentences with who or which. Number 1. Titanic, space, was made a few years ago, is one of my favorite films. The answer is which. Number 2. Dina, space, is a very good cook, made me a delicious cake. The answer is who. Number 3. The Great Wall of China, space, is 3,460 kilometers long, is the longest wall in the world. The answer is which. Number 4. I went to the dentist, space, told me I should eat less sugar. The answer is who. Number 5. The new restaurant, space, was once a cinema, is very popular. The answer is which. Number 6. I'm afraid Dr. Tariq, space, examined you last time, isn't here today. The answer is who. Exercise number 6. Rewrite the sentences. Add the extra information in brackets. We often go for picnics in the hills. The information between brackets. The hills are only a few kilometers away. The answer becomes we often go for picnics in the hills, which are only a few kilometers away. Number 1. Next summer, I am going to visit my aunt. The information between brackets, she lives in Bahrain. The answer is next summer, I am going to visit my aunt, who lives in Bahrain. Number 2. My neighbor gave me a lovely painting. The information between brackets, she is an artist. The answer is my neighbor, who is an artist, gave me a lovely painting. Number 3. I did very well this term. The information between brackets, it made my parents proud. The answer is I did very well this term, which made my parents proud. Number 4. They invited me for dinner. The information between brackets, it was very kind of them. The answer is they invited me for dinner, which was very kind of them. Number 5. Mr. Qasimi has been a teacher all his life. The information between brackets, he teaches history. The answer is Mr. Qasimi, who teaches history, has been a teacher all his life. The end of the record and the lesson.